I don't believe that number. I'm sorry. I just don't believe I lost that much weight in a month. It doesn't seem real. Hey there, beautiful human. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Rose and you're watching my fitness struggle. If you're coming back, I thank you for supporting the struggle. I finally have an update for you. I am going to update you on my weight, my measurements, and any kind of progress that I've made. And maybe I'll touch on some of the struggles that I've been experiencing for the first 35 days. And then we'll go from there. First, go ahead and grab a snack. For my snack, I'm enjoying some rambutans. This is a fruit. This is in the lychee family. If you're familiar with lychees, most people are familiar with lychees. But it has a white flesh with a seed on the inside. And I also have a glass of water. So go ahead, grab your snack, and let's get ready to discuss the first 35 days of 75 Hard. So if you're following me on Instagram, then on August 2nd, you would have seen that I did post an update. I posted my stats from the month of July, and then I also posted a side-by-side where I was wearing the red F45 shirt. That picture and that post had data from my in-body scan. The in-body scan, if you're not familiar, is just super fancy machines that you'll find at some gyms and weight loss centers. And it tells you like your weight, your skeletal muscle mass, your body mass index. It tells you how much your arms weigh, your legs weigh, and a whole bunch of other information. Now, the gym that I attend, the F45 gym, they host a challenge like every 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. In fact, I did that challenge in February, lost 15 pounds. I recorded every single day and never posted it. It's too late to post them now because I think I deleted them all just to make space on my phone. But anyways, yeah, so that's an in-body scan. According to that in-body scan, let's see, I have the data here. According to that in-body scan, I lost 6.4 pounds, I lost 3.5% body fat, and I gained 2.4 pounds of muscle. That's what the scan says, okay? Now, once again, that scan is once a month. What I like to do is use my fitness scale that I have here at home. That scale, I hop on there every single day. Now, this is not because I'm interested in how much I weigh every day. It's really not. It's really just because I like seeing the fluctuations. I'll put the graph on the screen and you can see that on a daily basis, your weight fluctuates. So first of all, if you're not weighing yourself first thing in the morning after you've done do and empty your bowels and empty your bladder and things like that, you're probably weighing yourself wrong. And also too, you want to make sure you're weighing yourself at the same time every day. So that's the sole purpose of that gym. I love data. I love to see the points on the graph, and what I'm looking for is just a general decreasing trend, okay? So there'll be days where it fluctuates, and that's probably because my last meal was heavy carb. Sometimes it'll be super low, that's because my last meal had no carbs. And then like if Tom's in town, there's different factors that go into your weight. So if you're someone who's on a weight loss journey, please don't let the scale be the only source of progress that you use. Take pictures. I never realized the value of pictures until this time around on my journey, because I'll look back at my old pictures from other journeys that I had and I wish I took more pictures. So the only thing I can say is take pictures. That's where you will see the biggest progress, because the scale, she a liar. She a liar. I should say he a liar. If you're interested in my in-body results specifically, when I'm done with the 75 Hard challenge, maybe I can just do a dedicated video for that. Just let me know. But that's what you're seeing on Instagram. Now, this is not to say that those results are wrong or my scale is better or any scale is better. I've learned, depending on the scale you weigh on, that's what's going to determine how much you weigh. So pick one scale and stick to it. This is why when you go to the doctor, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like 2 extra pounds more than what my scale at home said. They're different. What you're looking for is just a general trend showing that you're losing some kind of weight. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So yes, I did lose some weight this month. Yeah. I lost some weight. I am going to use my the scale at home and also the measurements. The measurements I'm comparing to, hopefully my notes are right. If they're wrong, I'll fix them on the screen. But I went back to my very first video I posted, took a note of my measurements, and then I did my measurements again today, and here's what that looks like. So according to my notes on 6/28, which is when I did my initial fit test, I woke up at 221.6 pounds. And then this morning, I woke up at August 2nd, I woke up at 212 pounds, which would mean 9.6 pounds. But I know that's a lie, okay? I don't believe that number. I'm sorry, I just don't believe I lost that much weight in a month. It doesn't seem real to me, so I refuse to believe it. But that number just tells me that yes, I did lose weight this past month. I did lose weight on these past 35 days. How much specifically? I don't know. But I know I lost weight, and I've gotten to the point in my life and in my weight loss journey where the weight is the last thing I'm worried about. I am more interested in what I look like in my clothes. I am more interested in what I feel like when I look in the mirror. I'm way more interested in that. So just know I lost some weight. Now my measurements, those are more reliable, is what I want to say. I'll rely on those measurements before I rely on anything else. So my bust was a 46.5 in the first video. Today's a 44, so that's a difference of 2.5 inches. And then my natural waist, which is right under my bust, was a 40.2, and if I measure correctly today, it's a 37.2, so that's a difference in 3 inches. 3 inches. 3 inches. At my belly button, I was a 46.2. Today I'm a 44.5. So that weight at my midsection is gonna take forever to lose. I just know it, but that's a difference of 1.7 inches. My left thigh was 27, it's now 26.5. I'm not used to seeing progress in my thighs at all, so I'll take a half inch. And then my left calf was 16.2, is now 16. Oh, I think I switched the numbers. And then my left arm went from 16.3 to 15. And I do notice a difference in my arm. That red F45 shirt I wore, it was suffocating my arm before, and now it's just like a smidget looser. So, whoop whoop. And then my neck, not much happened there. I lost 0.3 inches in my neck. I turned off the AC, so hopefully it wasn't too annoying at first. And then let's talk about my fit test. Now, as far as the fit test is concerned, I went ahead and I made that a separate video if you want to watch it full out. In other words, if you want to do it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description box. You can check it out and do it yourself. I do include some substitutions that you can do, but I think it's also important, in addition to your weight, your measurements, and how your clothes fit, I think it's also important to measure your physical fitness in the form of whether or not your cardio health has improved and your muscle strength has improved, you know what I mean? So that's why I do the fit test. Let me insert the clip of my mile so you can have an idea of why I'm so happy. Here's the clip. Yeah, hopefully this tripod doesn't fall or my phone doesn't get taken. If it does, it'll be a good reason, right? All right. Y'all ready to see this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Cause I'm ready. Ready, boy. Remember, time to beat with 13 minutes. And ooh, you see that? You see that? Yeah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yes! 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 Yes, baby! Yes! Let me show you. It's still today. Oh, you saw that? You saw that? What's good, guys? Oh my gosh! I'm so happy! That was my fastest mile. My fastest mile. And do you know that, okay. And do you know that I even walked the first 0.4 miles, I just gunned it. And then I took a couple steps walking because the quads were feeling heavy, you know?
then I just set a goal and I went for it. I'm so happy, you have no idea. Shout out to God, first and foremost, for clearing the skies and making it possible for me to go on this run. Whew, I feel so good.
That was pure joy, unfiltered, unedited, pure joy. You would have to have been there to see just how happy I was to see that number. So my initial mile, I think I clocked in at like 14 minutes and 16 seconds, really like 13 minutes and 54 seconds. But today, when I saw the clock said a record for fastest mile, I was like, what? Yes. So yes, I felt I felt really good considering I haven't really ran at all since I did the initial fit test and I've just been walking. This month in August, I think I mentioned in a past video that I do want to get back into running. So I'm going to download the Couch to 5K app. If you're up for the challenge, go ahead and download that app too. It takes us from a couch to 5K. When I first did it, it took me from the couch to half a marathon. So it did something. I'm trying to get back there. My knees aren't what they used to be, and today I did some kind of stupid jump and it landed badly, so my ankle right now is throbbing just a little bit, but I'm down to take that challenge for Couch to 5K. So if you want to take that challenge with me, just drop a comment, let me know. I'll document it all and you'll see it at some point on my channel, God willing that my knees cooperate. So that was the mile run. I was so happy. Running makes me feel so good. Runner's high is so real, guys. It's real. Believe me. And then the rest of the stuff. So for my jump rope, I gained about 80, and I say about 80 because honestly, I lost track of the count after like 200. So I really don't know, but I do know there was significant improvement. And like the first time I did this fit test, I was struggling. My cardio was not at all where it used to be. So it's nice to see that I can get back to the 200 range and getting upwards to that average of like 220 something, because I could do the jump rope. My step ups did not improve as much as I thought they would. At first I had 31, now I have 34. And I think it's because of my strategy. So, and also that stupid foot, or not stupid foot, that foot that's bothering me. So, but no excuses. I'm looking forward to seeing some kind of progress later. As I was doing this, I was just telling myself, look, you just need to beat the number that you had last time. Beat yesterday. That's all you need to do. If you had 31 before, you just need 32, and that's considered progress. So take your blessings where you can. For push-ups, I ended up doing 5 regular push-ups compared to the 1 that I was able to do before. So I still have a mile to go when it comes to my push-ups, but I'm very proud that I could knock out 5. I still need to work on form, but the fact that I could get 5 in there feels good to me. So I ended up doing a total of 18, which is only 2 more than what I did before. But again, progress is progress. Don't come for me. Progress is progress. For my sit-ups, I did 7 more sit-ups today. I did 20 compared to the 13 when I first started. Burpees, let me tell you something. I only got 3 more burpees today than before. However, the way I felt today in comparison to the way I felt the first time, so much different. So much different. So I'm looking forward to improvement there. Whoa, I don't know if I said 20. Okay, yeah. So 9 before and 12 now. For my squats, I did 28 squats compared to 20 before. And for my plank, because I did a minute the first time, I had no choice but to beat the minute. So after I got to a minute, I was just talking to myself like, girl, you better push. You got 5 more seconds. You got 10 more seconds. Come on, push it. And I ended up pushing it to a minute and 20 seconds. So yes, progress on that fit test. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Let's take a look at my progress pictures. If I can, I'm gonna do something really cool. I'll put day 1 here. and I'll cycle through the days so you can see if there's been any difference at all between my my little, what are they called? Progress selfies, I guess. When I look at it, I see a difference. I don't see a major difference. You know how you go on the internet, you see people post their before and after, and it's like this drastic difference, and you can see the difference. That's not the reaction I got when I take a look at my pictures. However, my past weight loss journeys or my current place right now in my fitness world has taught me to appreciate progress no matter how small. So that's why I'm so giddy about my little progresses on my fit test, because it is progress. I look back at pictures now where I thought I was like super obese or super huge, and I'm like, girl, you look good. Would you back that thing? No, I couldn't help it. So I'm learning to appreciate that. So even though I didn't have anything drastic like most people, I could see some small progress. Like when you look at day 1 and you look at day 35, my shirt fits better. Those shorts fit better, like that. The short has 2 layers. The first layer goes a little further down my thigh. So I appreciate those little things. Let me know, do you see anything? Whether you do or don't, I see something. And then, so that's the progress update. Yes, I lost some weight. I gained some muscle according to the in-body scan, and my physical fitness is getting better. I feel so psyched. I'm excited to continue into the next 40 days to see what else is happening. And I just want to go up from there. I need to challenge myself when it comes to a few things. Like maybe my goal initially when I first did the fit test was to do like every week to work on that. So I need to start working on those things. So I'll implement those where I can. As far as my macros, if you've been watching my videos, then you will know that every day up until today, well, not today just yet. Today's a struggle. It's, what time is it? It's 5:32 and I've had like 30 grams of protein. So we got some work to do there. But I've been hitting my macros every single day. I have been within my calorie limits. I've been within my macros. So I feel good about that. And that in itself speaks volumes, because that's something I often struggle with. I haven't had any cheat meals. I haven't had a desire to have cheat meals. I mean, I've cooked every meal at home. Today's probably gonna be the first day where I'm gonna eat outside of my house. And I'll show you what that looks like in my day 35. So that's posting right after this one. So yeah, everything has been great in terms of that. And when you eat well, it shows as well. You do not have to eat 1,200 calories of just plain salads every day to lose weight. You can lose weight eating over 1,800 calories, which is what I eat. Granted, yes, I work out a lot, but the point of macros or calories in general is eat for your needs. Don't be eating 1,200 calories when you're burning 3,000 per day. That's just silly. But at the end of the day, don't eat 1,900 calories if all you do is sit on the couch all day. I can't say that because that was me in March, April, May, and most of June. About 4 solid months where Uber Eats was my BFF. I didn't know what a stove or air fryer was. So keep that in mind. It's just a balance of it all. So yeah, we just talked about the diet. The workouts I've been doing every single day without fail as well. The parks are closed. COVID has officially closed the park. So the major park that we used to go to with the hill, that's closed. I haven't had a car this past week, so I haven't been able to go to the park anyway. However, in my neighborhood, I have a little loop that's 1 mile long, and I have another loop that's about 3 miles long. And if I wanted to, there's a 5-mile loop I can take. So I just rotate between them, you know, trying to be safe. Don't walk the same track more than once. So I just do that for my second workout, but I've been very consistent with that as well. One of those weeks you may have seen that I worked out from home. That's because someone in the home was sick and I wanted to take precautions I wasn't trying to go out into the world and spread anything that was that could have been spread, so to say. So I just worked out from the comfort of my home, and I was still committed. I was still consistent. Waking up at 5 a.m. to work out is a choice that I make because my days are busy. If I leave it for the afternoon or for later, it won't get done. So it's a small sacrifice that I've been making to wake up at 5 a.m. and get a good workout on. So the workouts will continue as is. I do need to strengthen my legs, so you're probably gonna see in my future videos that I'm spending more time at the deadlift stations, at the squats, especially on strength day. And on cardio days, I might add a little more weight training as well. And that's what the workouts are. Alcohols and cheats, not even on my mind. Right now, after I record this video, Christian and Dee and I were gonna meet over his house for some pad work. I'm so excited about that. And then we're gonna have a little barbecue after. He was so sweet enough to say, hey Rose, I know you're on a diet, so what can you eat, you know? And he's making barbecue, so I'm like, hey, just grill some protein, throw some veggies on the side, and bam. I don't pick a diet that's so restricting that I can't go and hang out with friends and eat. So that's what we're gonna do, which, by the way, yes, if you've been watching, then you know a second workout is the little kickboxing, not even kickboxing, but I guess just boxing pad work that's added in the afternoons, and that's been pretty awesome too. We always talk about pictures. Gallon of water. That's how I learned to drink my water. When it comes to water, I'm good with that, okay? I love water. You would never know that I used to drink a gallon of apple juice per day. You would never know. It would be so funny if my camera was not recording. Let me just make sure it is. It is. Oh my gosh, we're on 30 minutes. Yeah, you would never know that I used to drink a gallon of apple juice per day. I loved apple juice. Oh my gosh. But now I don't even buy apple juice. I don't buy juice in my house. Well, I do buy juice in the house, but it's not for me. I don't drink juice anymore. Excuse me. When I crave something sweet or I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some juice, then I buy like the light lemonade, but I haven't had that in a while. So it's just pure water. I usually just do this cup. This is 4 cups of water. I have my little canister that I take everywhere with me. That's 5 cups. You find ways to get water in. Keeping it near you is a good way. I find that drinking it through a straw is a good way. So I've been doing really good with my water intake, which might actually contribute to my skin. And then the last thing is the 10 pages of reading. Let me tell you, the last time I did any kind of leisure reading was never. Because in high school, I don't count it as leisure since it was required. But after high school, I didn't read because I wanted to. No, not at all. So it's really nice to know that now I'm actually reading. I am on my 3rd book. If you've been following, then you know I read The Purpose-Driven Life. I've read it twice. The first time I read it was right after my mom's passing, and this got me through some really tough times. So reading it a second time with a clearer mind and a less emotional mind, I got some new gems from there. I'm currently posting a quote from each day on Instagram as well, and I shared excerpts or quotes within each of the videos I've posted prior. So if you're interested in just like little tidbits of that, head over to my Instagram or just go back to any of the previous videos from like day 1 to day 20 or something like that, and you'll find things from here. I do recommend this book. If you're going through something in life, this book might just be what you need. It's really insightful. The gentleman that wrote it, Dr. Rick Warren, he's a pastor, and I think he has a doctorate in theology, whatever the church related thing is. So yes, highly recommend. And I chose to read it a second time simply because out of pure cheapness. I didn't want to buy books off of Amazon, so I went over to the library and they weren't ready. Then the next book I read was A Time Management Ninja. I struggle with time management, so this little book gave me everything I needed, and I'm just not applying it. For the first time ever, after reading this book all last week, I went to bed before 10. No, like before 11. But I definitely got at least 6 hours of sleep. and that's because of this little book right here. So I also share little tidbits of this book from within the days. I think days like 27 to 30 something. But that's this little book here. Check it out if you struggle with managing your time or just managing your life in general. It's a really good read. And then I'm currently reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuchsia, you know. And so far so good. I'm looking forward to learn from there too. And yes, the books I'm reading are very different for the sole purpose of being different. So I really do enjoy reading these 10 pages a day. It's been very insightful. And do you know what else has improved since the challenge? I have not turned on my television since the challenge started. That's important because all I did during quarantine was watch TV. And I love watching TV. I love watching reality TV, to be specific. And I haven't watched any TV since the challenge started. Like, legit. I haven't had time to sit down and watch TV, and that's a good thing because I'm busy with work, I'm busy with this and that, blah, 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 you know, stuff like that. Did I touch up on everything I want to touch on? Last thing, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I think I told you guys that I was doing my journal. I didn't have time to keep up with it, so it's not done at all. I'm debating if I even want to finish it. I don't think I'm interested in journaling as a hobby anymore, so this may never get filled, but it's okay because I have all my data on my fitness pal, and so you may not get an update on this at all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. It's long enough. If you watched this far, find the weirdest fruit emoji you can find in your emoji thingamajig, and your emoji menu, and drop a fruit emoji, the weirdest fruit you could think of, and just let me know you made it this far. Oh, I only have 2 more rambutans left, but I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some protein. So thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Honestly, me putting this out there for the world to see has been quite inspiring because I'm the type of person, granted, I did read, it's like, don't worry about what other people think. It's nice and motivating to know that I have somebody to report to, kind of, sort of, not really, but you know what I mean? So that's been kind of nice because it's like, I just want to come up, I just want to show up, and I just want to show out and make it happen. So I'm hoping that these next, and I say hope because it's hurricane season. I don't know what the days are going to look like. The biggest struggle is going to be getting that second outdoor workout in. And so we'll see how that goes. Until then, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for following my journey. Thank you for your support. Remember to make healthy choices. And I will see you at the next update. Good day.